No one prepares you for that. Have you ever looked at all those nightgowns in a thrift store, maybe granny nightgowns, and thought to yourself, what could we make of them? Could it be like a perfectly good summer dress somehow? Well, I did, and that's what we are doing today. So this whole thing with the nightgowns actually started with me making another project, and I thrifted my first nightgown. That sounds like I'm ordering granny nightgowns. I'm not, I promise. But anyways, I thrifted my first nightgown then, and I made this cute little shirt, and it turned out really good. I think it's like girly and cute and very airy, and it kind of feels like a pajama when you're wearing it, and maybe looks a little bit like it, but at the same time it gives it like this really feminine, girly and playful look, I think. So that's what we're doing today. Not making a shirt, but trying to make a dress from a nightgown. So I thrifted these two nightgowns, and I think they are really cute. I'm really sad that my thrift store doesn't have more. I think it's like only a choice of 6 different ones. I hope they will find more for me. I will try them on for you and see how it goes from there. Are you ready for it? Ta-da! So here is the first one, and it's actually surprisingly a perfect fit for me. I don't know if I should start dressing like that. The challenge will be still to make this cool somehow. I still don't know how we are gonna do it, but look at the sleeves. They're like perfect fit for me. I like my sleeves like this length, and then the shoulders are actually matching my shoulders, and I really like the neck detailing. I think this is really cute, so we definitely can work with this. I'm so far very much liking this one. So this is the second one, and I think this is really pretty blue color. I don't know, let me know what you think. I think this also fits me really nicely, maybe a little bit looser around the shoulders, but I really like how the sleeves are done. I think this one was worn more. Maybe that one is almost new, but there is like a button missing, and some seams are questionable. Here around the arms, I think they are getting a little bit undone, but other than that, I really like this one as well. And let's figure out next steps now. Here are my ladies, Jill, Brianna. I don't remember how it goes next. But anyways, I think this is super difficult now. And now I'm scared a little bit. Are you scared with me? I'm thinking about picking this nightgown. I'm just worried it's gonna be looking like a nightgown, or it's gonna be looking like very, very handmade. There is nothing wrong of it looking handmade. It's just I don't want people to notice that. I think I want them to think, ooh, cool, and not, ooh, probably she made that herself. You know what I mean? So I don't know how I achieve that, because if you pick too bright colors, sometimes it just looks kind of wonky. So we have lots of thinking to do, but I'm thinking now that I'm gonna pick this one as a nightgown just to limit our options. I think this is very challenging, but it's challenging enough for me. And then maybe this fabric, because it's kind of matching. Let's see if we can do something with it. Maybe this gray one, and maybe this kind of purple one. I have also white, which is kind of easy option always. But I also don't know what kind of silhouette are we going for with the skirt, because I don't also want it to be over kind of powering in a way, if you know what I mean. Let's see. I'm excited. So, it's actually the next day, and I haven't made any progress yet. And you know why? It's probably because I feel a little bit anxious about this project. I feel like it's not gonna turn out good. I don't know, for some reason it feels like it's gonna turn out like a hospital robe, or like a gown, or like a stay weird granny nightie. Worse than it is right now. I don't know. So, but I think the best way to approach this is just to start doing something without any specific plan. I try to imagine multiple options how I can approach this, but I'm just gonna do it and see what happens and then figure it out while working on it. I think that's the best way. So, how do I start? Let's make some tea. So now I have tea. Is it gonna help me to start? Okay. Now we started. I think what I'm gonna do, even though I don't have a specific plan yet, I'm gonna cut under the armpit a little bit like lower, so I have a bit of fabric to attach the next layer to, and then I'm gonna attempt maybe to make like a tiered skirt with 2 tiers. For this to happen, I need to make a first tier and underneath skirt, and to underneath skirt I'm gonna attach the second tier. I know it sounds complicated, but it's really simple. First we need to start cutting. So the first thing that I'm doing is I'm gonna gather this bit of fabric and hope for the best. So to gather it, I'm gonna do straight stitch, 2 straight stitches along the edge, and then I'm gonna pull it. I don't think I need to gather a lot because this is not very long, but first we need to do 2 straight stitches along the edge. I'm hoping that I'm gonna be able to pull it off. So I attached the skirt, and now it has like a longer skirt, and then bam, little skirt underneath. I'm now removing one of the gathering stitches. I've been thinking what should I do for my another layer of skirt. Anyways, for the bottom skirt, I'm thinking to use the same material from the Nightie. Might look nice. So now I'm attaching my skirt from the Nightie fabric to my bottom little skirt, so it pokes underneath, hopefully. I don't know if I have enough fabric, but I'm just hoping for the best here. So the skirt is attached, and I think conceptually it looks okay, but I need to try it on to check. So this is how it looks like right now, and I think there is still hope, but at the moment it still looks like a nightgown. And I think the biggest problem is the top portion of it. I think I will have to remove the sleeves and make like a little ruffle here, and that this will break kind of this thing at the top that's happening right now. I will probably leave the skirt underneath. I will just maybe hem it a little bit shorter, and this will go shorter as well when I hem it. And then I think I will have to cut the sleeves. I don't think that they will work. So I removed the sleeves, and I think it already looks much better, but I'm still gonna proceed with my idea to add little ruffles around the arms, because I kind of like that look, and I think it's gonna look really good. I now have this strip of fabric, and then I'm gonna hem it on one side and then create 2 strips. So I attached these little bits on the sides, on the sleeves, and I'm gonna try it on later. I'm a little bit worried how it turned out, but we still have pockets to do, and it's getting pretty late and I need to walk my dogs. So I'll work on this tomorrow. So it's a couple days later and I'm continuing with my dress, turning our nightgown into the dress. I made it look a little bit nicer, worked on the seams and stuff. And then now I noticed that this seam is, I made a mistake with this seam and I need to redo this one. So never happens to me usually. I don't make any mistakes, but we will have to fix that one. And then we are working on the pockets, and I think after that we are done, which is exciting. Let's see how it turns out. It's, by the way, very beautiful and sunny today. It's +7, no, not +7, but 27 degrees Celsius. And it's like proper summer that I've been waiting for the whole winter. What do you think is the most important device in sewing? Some would argue that it's the machine or the needle. I would say that this is this seam ripping device, because the amount of seam ripping you have to do while sewing is like, no one prepares you for that. For the amount of times you have to redo and undo and redo and undo. So about the pockets, I have these 2 bits of fabric and I'm going to fold them in half, and then I'm going to attach them like this. Does that look right now? Wait, don't go anywhere. Are you going? Don't go, please. I'm gonna attach them maybe like this, and then I'm gonna do an elastic here. And it's gonna be like a little weird pocket. And I'm gonna try with one and see what happens. And then I'm gonna do another one and attach them to the dress if it works, because I'm not 100% sure that it will work. But that's what I'm doing, so let's try. My dog is sleeping. She dreams about something. So I'm done with my pockets and they are attached. I think they look kind of cool. I don't know, I haven't tried the dress on yet, but are you ready to see it on? Are you ready for it? Ta-da! Here is my little dress. I think it's completely adorable. I really like it. I think it turned out so much fun. I'm not completely sure if it's age appropriate until you identify as a 7-year-old, which honestly, sometimes, I think I might identify as a 7-year-old. But keeping this in mind, I think this dress is super cool. I really like the kind of structure of it. I like that the fabric pokes out here and also here and in the pockets. And I really like my sleeves. I think they make it really playful and really fun and kind of really modern as well, because I think those sleeves are kind of on right now. If people are saying that, I'm not completely sure, but I think this turned out really good. Can you really tell that this was a granny nightie? Maybe. I might say yes to that question, because kind of the top still reminds me of it a little bit. I think the mistake that I made, even though I really like the dress, the mistake that I made is I picked this white material, and I think this white material was a duvet cover or something, so this brings it back to this pajama category really fast. That's why I was kind of struggling with it for a minute. But I think this is super cool. I really love my pockets. I think the pockets turned out super fun, and they're super practical as well. They are like really big. You can put a lot of stuff in them. PSA, I think all clothing items should have pockets. That doesn't apply to the clothes that I'm making, because sometimes I'm lazy and I'm allowed not to make any pockets, but any other person who is making clothes, they have to make pockets in them. That's it. I'm happy to see you next time on my TED Talk. Even though I really like the dress, I think there are some good ways to spice it up a little bit. So I think the way that I liked and already tried, I'm gonna show you. This is the option that I like, maybe the most, but maybe there are some other good options, but I think it adds to it like a little bit of color and a little bit of structure, and then breaks this whiteness pajama feeling of it. You know what I mean? I don't know, I really like it. I think this kind of brings it a little bit more joy. I don't know, but I just put a little bow here, but there are other super fun options. I'm gonna show you them now. So if we want to bring a little bit something to it and stay still in this pastels category, I think this little pink bow adds some niceness to it, making it a little bit more intentionally preppy. I think I have another bow which also leaves this in pastels category. So this is another way how it stays in this pastels category, but maybe it makes me look like that cat from that kids movie that I don't remember now. Anyways, maybe I'll put it in a screen somewhere here. But anyways, this bow is super nice as well, and I have a couple more options, but they're black. So this bow is also a hair bow that I just pinned here. I think this is also super cute, and also kind of brings this back to the preppy category, because this looks like a tie. I forgot the word. I'm so sorry. But this is also super cute. And then the last option, I have like a little black ribbon. Let's see how that looks. So this is with a little black ribbon, and I think this is also kind of cute. My favorite option stays with this red and yellow and blue ribbon, but I think this is also kind of working for me. I'm not sure if I like it that much as with this one, because I like maybe this ribbon a bit more, and I like to bring it a bit more color, and this black just makes it a bit more preppy, I would say. I don't know. Let me know in the comments which option is your favorite. But I really like how this dress turned out. Thank you so much for watching this video. Check out my Beyond Basic series. And if you did like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you want more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Stay inspired and see you soon.